Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new SIDI gas boot available at RevZilla.com. So 3-season protection for warm weather riding on the bike, off the bike. This is a very flexible option from SIDI as a replacement for the SDS New York. I call it the baby brother in line because it's really a riding shoe, riding boot. You know, it's not as beefy as some of the other SIDI boots that we do see, but it offers great versatility. If you'll notice, if I dive right into my stiffness scale here, I'm gonna give it a 5 or 6, super flexible. And notice these mesh panels that tie in with the leather on the side, again, making it really breathable for really spring, summer, fall rider, great commuter, great on a scooter, great on a Ducati Monster around the city. Honestly, for a motorcyclist that just wants a solid boot with lightweight protection, this is going to be a solid option from SIDI. Now, quick note on fitment. And before I talk about fitment, let's just talk about where you jump off from here. Jump off into the Doha, really closer to that $200 range if you want to beef up the protection. Quick note on fitment, we find that it fits true to size within the SIDI range. So again, a 45 is a 45 is a 45, not overly narrow. It's gonna be fine for an American foot. Don't worry about it. Remember, we ship for free, and I'd love to hear your gut reaction. Subscribe to us at RevZilla TV. Do it right now. Click right there, and leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the gas boot. Now, diving into it, I gave you the rundown on seasonality. Let's look at the components here. Basic leather suede construction. You see the leather, see the suede in the main upper. And then notice the mesh that's going to flow a ton of air around the top. You see it here in the tongue. Notice speed laces that are covered eyelets. And what I really like that they've done here is they've injected reflectivity in a lot of places. So you see it at the base of the tongue. You'll see it here on these eyelets. And then all of the SIDI logos have reflectivity even here above the heel counter as well, which is a nice safety feature. Now the other thing you're going to notice is there's almost this painted on rubberized panel here. Laterally along the toe, you see it in the shift panel. They could have done this with the double stitched shift pad, something that might be a little bit more bulky, but they're giving you that low profile factor. So if you get off your bike and you're just rocking a pair of jeans, it's not gonna look like you're wearing a moto shoe. Coming towards the back, you see the embossed SIDI logo, which is really cool. Coming to the back here, it's a little bit of a lower heel counter, but they do have the heel counter, and there's nice that there's a big pull here along the back. And then on the medial side, again, nice clean design tying everything together. Now, if I had to nitpick anything, I would say I would love to see malleolus protection right here and right here, both lateral and medial on both sides to give you a little bit of protection. And it is lightweight in the toe box. Remember, this is much more of a riding shoe, although it is mid-height that we do fall into the boot category, but it really, for me, it is a riding shoe. Going into the sole, aggressive SIDI style sole. Notice the little details like the Italian flag, a lot of flex here. Again, it's going to give you great feel, but it's going to be lightweight protection. And the last piece of the journey here is notice towards the top, it's kind of that jersey mesh that's going to flow a ton of air, allow it to wick sweat away from your feet, allow it to breathe out through the boot itself, and then they do give you a nice little Velcro across the top to keep your laces in place. I'm a big fan of rounded laces that are covered eyelets, especially if you're rocking sport bike or if you're on rear sets, because sometimes if you have things hanging, they do get in the way. This is a nice crossover product. The next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com. Remember, start with my information, but you don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free, and if you like, give our gear geeks a shout and pepper them with questions and hammer them on the SIDI gas boot. 877-792-9455 or see us at RevZilla.com. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the SIDI gas. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.